It's so funny. Maybe.
We're live.
Welcome, everybody. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We give ourselves a few more minutes for other people to join. It's quite a process to join AirMeet. If you are familiar with AirMeet, welcome back. If not, we just gave other people to sign up, log in, and come and find the stage. I hope you had a beautiful day. If you're here already, just let me know where you're calling from. Beautiful. Hi, Nofi. Hi, Gran Goody. Oh, Joshua is in Gangnam, Singapore, New Zealand. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, so there is already someone who raised hands. Oh. Prakash, is Prakash still here? There we go. Yeah, she's still, she or he is still there. Yeah, so today, quick agenda. I believe that you guys already have a look at our website, but we will like to just simply go through what Impact Collective is and also how our kind of community works. So today we have three Impact Collective partners here with us. So my name is Songyi, myself. I'm a partner of Impact Collective, and we've got Marta here. Marta, do you want to say quickly hello?
Hi, everyone. Hello.
She's our community queen. And then we've got a Charlotte here. Hi, Charlotte.
Hello, everyone. I am the Impact Manager at Impact Collective. Great
Beautiful.
to be here.
Yeah, so we're going to be answering your question. Depends on which part that you're curious. And we will try our best to cover all the questions you have. Yeah, so if you have any question, there is a Q&A. So we have received some question previously, so our team already put it up there. So if you have any other questions, as we explain or you come with, please use this Q&A functionality or just chat room to ask a question. That's what we're gonna do. And then there are three more people who just joined. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Me Anything session of Impact Collective. You just simply type where you're calling from so we know where you are as a icebreaker. So myself is in New Zealand, and Marta is in Korea, and the Charlotte is in France. So we are quite a multicultural global team. As you can see, we are pretty much woman-led accelerator and investment program, which is great. Yeah, so then let's go. Cool. Yeah, I will share my screen quickly. Let me see. There we go. Oh, beautiful. Julia's South Auckland, New Zealand. Hi, Soyeon. She's from our team. All right, cool. Are you guys ready? Can you see my screen? Cool. Yeah, so welcome to Impact Collective. I know today is actually D-4. We only have 4 more days to go for application closing. We're super excited that there is every day tons of application comes in. We can't wait for you to apply, whoever that is today here. So Impact Collective is basically co-creating the future with a lot of different players in ecosystem. and we are here to, give you opportunity to grow and tell your story, tell your product, and then get the support that you need, and also creating a bigger ecosystem of impact makers. I think I just explained what it is. Like few key things that are quite unique about Impact Collective is we are community driven, and that we are focusing on Asia Pacific region, and that we invest and we also support, we also connect startups and then connect different players to the right partners so you can grow faster together. And our goal is actually not to kind of find the impact only focused startup, but mostly a lot of our previous cohort, they were doing amazing business. They just didn't know how to actually address their impact strategy. So they come in and they learn how to actually incorporate their impact strategy and the impact messaging and storytelling into their business. And so they can equip for the better opportunity in the future, even for the impact investors, or, when they actually facing the customer, these days customers care a lot about the sustainability. So there's a lot of different parts that we are providing to you, but the main part is not just we are looking for the impact focus or business focus. We are here to support and bridge those two together. And our three key pillars are Asia regions, because Asia creates a lot of problem, and then we also do have a solution. So we believe Asia is the future. So we want to support the startups in Asia, and then creating a community. And then the impact, we can't just avoid that anymore. We had a just really sad report came out 2 days ago, and we are all facing this dystopia, but hopefully through this community power and then product that you're making and then impact that you're putting in, hope that we can actually survive longer than we think. All right. We'll talk about a little bit more about each part later, but that's pretty much our key kind of pillar. And our program timeline is, very soon closing the application. It's a world last time zone. So in your time zone, it might be a little bit different. So please go to our website and you can see application close in days, hours, and minutes and second. So that's the kind of like a final countdown that we are using for our application. So once the application's in, a selection will be started with our community. So we divided your application by sector, and we also divided our community voters and experts into the different sectors. So they will review, and then they will select their favorite teams, and then we will put them all together and then select final 40 to 50 team, depends on the application number. And from September 1st and September 5th, we will announce the teams who are selected for this cohort, and we would give you some documentations and also onboarding process. We will introduce later about our platform that you have to be on board, and then we can actually function really well from there on. And then after that, there is 9 weeks of amazing program that we prepare for you guys. If we can put as a number, I probably assume more than 50 to 70 minimum K per person. So this is like a huge kind of gift package that we are providing for our team for free to join. But at the end, we will there's no fee or no equity required at the beginning. It's all sort of like, it's not a sponsorship, but we are giving first for the community. And then later when we get to invest in you, of course, we will have to have a very fair term between us, and then we invest in you. The programs are mostly Impact Collective Camp. This is a 2-day of super connection. So you will get to meet a lot of our partner, expert, and the different peer team members, and then also home group lead and a lead expert, and all of these people who are taking part of this program, and then learning about how we can actually spend next 10 weeks together. And there will be an impact session, mostly led by Charlotte. You get to learn about impact and also a business kind of mission statement creation. and then also SDG understanding and impact storytelling, and then also metrics and measurement. And then there will be a home group check-in every 2 weeks, and there will be ecosystem mapping and policy dialogue that's going to happen in the mid-September with the Seoul City government together. So we will be part of one of the big conferences Seoul City is hosting it, and then we will have a various opportunity for you to actually engage with the ecosystem builders of those 4 countries, Singapore, Vietnam, Korea, Thailand, and then also meeting the high-level policy makers. And then there will be a theme session. So this is fun part. So once you get selected, you will have a theme kind of channel. So every week there will be one kind of a theme is dominating that week. And so you get to join and you get to have a really amazing fireside chat with amazing speakers. And you also get kind of like a feedback session with a industry expert of that session. And then you will have another office hour with the general kind of expert who want to talk about investment and marketing, team and culture, and product building, whatsoever you need. So there will be like a packed 9 weeks with that. And then final weeks, we will do the demo day and then final voting, which is done by community. And then if you are selected as a top 10, then we will invest in you directly. So this is quite a compact but bold and exciting journey altogether. Our 6th theme, you probably have a look at our website, and then a pretty, to go back, straightforward. If you are curious which theme that you are suitable for, if you go to our website, there is a FAQ session on the right top, and you click that and just go to application or program. There's a lot of different ask and then answers for the questions that you might have, and there will be explanation about inclusive health and quality of life. What does that mean? Which SDG is suitable for you for that? And so you can actually have a self-assessment of your own startup, and you just choose one because that's why we kind of designed the program. And these are pretty much some of 16 SDGs, so 17 partnership we take it out, but the rest of the 16 we divided to 6 themes. So I believe that you already know which theme that you're gonna go for. And there is a many reason why you should apply. I think already mentioned when I explained the program timeline. Pretty much cover everything. And this is really an inclusive community-based program. So it's not that it's a few of investor, close the room, and then we decide who gets investment. It's basically open to community. Our community today, we have 1,170 people in our platform. And among them, a few hundred people are very much active community voters and experts. And so you get to actually engage with your voter who actually decide if you're going to get the investment or not. So this is a quite open, very inclusive journey, and you get to meet a lot of different diverse experts, but also the user. And then also you can check your kind of market strategy with the people who are in the network. So there's a lot of different parts, and I think Marta will explain a little bit more the magic of community at the end. And then again, the no fee nor equity is required, and there is a fast track investment opportunity as well. So as soon as you get selected as a top team or like this cohort team, and we would actually can start the process of investment, whether you make it to top 10 or not. So that's quite exciting too. So I just wanted to tell you guys, what kind of team got investment and who are the teams were part of Impact Collective last year, and we had a 84 team from 35 different countries. And this year we are focusing a little bit more Asia Pacific. So if you are based in US or Europe or South America or Africa, wherever you are, but if you want to apply, you have to have an operation team in Asia. And we had a 95 plus expert, and then we had 117 community judge, which is community voters, and most like average monthly revenue of our startups were $75,000. So as you can see, it's not just like a idea stage company. It's mostly a pre-series A or post-seed company. So if you are in that stage, you are right. But if you have just an idea and you don't even have a team, you might not be eligible for our program. So if you are like just waiting for it to grow, then you are great. So our fund is 5 million just as a starter. So we are looking into open a second fund in Singapore, which will be a lot bigger than this. And then we are happy to actually discuss with other fund how we can work together. Yeah, that was me, and I will leave Marta to explain about the magic of a community.
Right. So, hello, everybody. Like mentioned before, my name is Marta, and I'm the community lead at Impact Collective. And I'll try to be brief because I can see a lot of questions are streaming in. Everybody's super curious about the application process, so I want to jump into that as quickly as possible. But let me tell you about the magic sauce in Impact Collective. So we kind of came to a conclusion that in conventional accelerator programs, it's usually experts, investors making investment decisions. But really, are their decisions the most, the best? Not necessarily. The magic is taking all the stakeholders that are part of the startup ecosystem and having all of them involved in the decision process. That's why on our Impact Collective community platform, we have everybody, not just experts, not just investors, but also people from academia, people from various sectors related to the startups activities, various industries. But most importantly, we have people who are really interested in the impact industry and who can become your potential users, your potential customers. So they will be taking part in the voting process at the end of the program. They will be evaluating your performance. They will be judging you by giving you allocating points to voting points to your startup. But they are here all throughout the program, and we encourage you to use the community platform to build relationships with them, to communicate with them, to partner with them, to use the fact that we have over 1,000 people on the Impact Collective community, and use it for your testing, for your promotion, for building up your network. Sure, especially nowadays, it's a bother that we cannot go out to networking events and meet people, but this is your next best thing, and we really, really encourage you to take advantage of that. I will be posting the link to the Impact Collective community now, and if you're not registered there, if you're not a member there, please be one, so that you can take advantage of it, not only as a startup, but also as someone who is really interested in the industry and what's happening right now. So back to you, Songyi.
Thank you, Marta. I'm so excited. I love Marta when she's like so passionate about community, and then you will get to meet her like for 10 weeks. How amazing is that? So what the screen that I'm sharing at the moment is actually the, like just a snapshot of what it is. So people are using token to vote for which startup they want to see success, basically. So they will read through your program, and they will read through your pitch deck or whatever the information you're providing, and also they will have engagement with you, and they will meet you at some other events that we are hosting together. So there will be a lot of different part of like evaluation angle. And another beauty is that it's not that just the community is voting for you, but also you would have a kind of appreciation token. So you get to give a small token of appreciation to the people who actually has helped you throughout the program and then after. And then later we are using that as a kind of incentive model. So once our fund is realized in the upside, and we sharing our carry with all the community member. So that's another thing that you don't have to worry about at the moment. But let's go back to the question then. Yeah, here we go. So ask us anything. This space is for the question, and then we already see many questions coming together.
Actually, I can show the questions on stage. I think it'll be easier for everybody.
Sure.
So starting from the top.
Yeah, can you share that? Oh, beautiful. Fancy. Yeah, so is it more of an idea that needs to align with the theme, or should it be the whole business? This is like quite a tricky questions, but I think if you are starting with impact kind of intention, and then you know what you're doing and what you're heading, you can just apply, and then you get to learn how to actually incorporate that the idea and the themes into more of those business. And also it's not about impact as I read. So, for example, we assign like 3 SDG, which can be considered as another theme, but is impact. But anyway, so you can just have a look those 3 SDGs that we put in, and if you are just falling onto any of this category, I think you can just apply and then do it. But if for example, like if I'm making clothings, and then using the recycled or reusable like materials, and it's clearly I'm a circular economy business and person, so I will apply for circular economy. So if you are not so clear, just go a little bit deeper into those 3 SDG that we assign, and then read the description that we put it up on our website, and then you will have a little bit more idea. If you still cannot find it, just contact us directly at hi@impactcollective.earth. We might able to help you. Hope that answers your questions. All right. When will you open the second fund in Singapore? So I think at the end of this year, we probably gonna open, and we are already contacting a lot of different like LPs and other partners in Singapore, and 2 of our founders are based in Singapore at the moment. So whenever there is new updates, we will let you know. But another thing about investment, and actually we are working with the other co-investment partners. So for example, HGI, they are one of the first impact investment fund. They started in Korea. They're our investment partner. So they will get to actually invest in the deals that we are making together with us or on top of what we do. So there will be a lot more extra investment that you will get as well if that is suitable for their investment thesis. So if it's pre-seed, we can't apply. If you have a working product, revenue, and then traction, then you can apply. You don't the investment stage, it doesn't matter where you are. But we basically just speaking, if you have a working product, it's not working prototype, but working product, revenue, and then a little bit of traction, even a little bit of that, and you can apply. But if you don't have any of that, it will be very hard for us to select. But you can still apply, taking this chance to actually reframe your business. And then I found myself like applying for this kind of program is helping me to go through some of the questions that we had. So, okay, I hope that helps. And any of our partners, please go ahead and answer this question. If you can answer better, please. I'll keep answering it. But if you have a better answer, feel free to just step up. So, Tusha, are we into fintech? We are into fintech to democratize wealth and for mass. Oh yeah, number one, yes, you are definitely eligible. Can we apply even if we already raised? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't know how much you raised, but we all we actually love the teams that raise a fund already. So because it's a proven model. So please apply. And what happens our product fall into two theme? Is it fine? I think Charlotte maybe can answer this question better.
Hello,
Charlotte? Yes.
Yes,
okay, great.
we hear you.
So if your product falls under two themes, I would say pick the one that you think would, where you need to build your network more and you need more support in developing that angle. We are developing specific core industry expert groups around each of the themes. And depending on which one you think is better for your business model, I would say go for that. If you do need a little bit more answers around that, feel free to shoot us an email at the Impact Collective email account, and we'll get back to you ASAP. I don't know if Chan Goody wants to maybe elaborate a bit more on that in the chat or the Q&A, but feel free to, and we're happy to elaborate on this more. And with regard to the previous question on fintech, this is a good one with regards to digitalization for equal opportunities for all. So I would say apply under that theme if you can. Happy to develop more if you have any
I just wanted to add that after this Q&A session, we'll also be having like a networking session where you can sit at the tables and talk directly with us. So don't worry if you still have questions.
Cool, thank you. And how many hours of lecture will be there per week? So the first week, a lot of our program, which is Impact Collective Camp and Welcome Call and all of that are pretty much, participatory. So you will be actually introducing yourself a lot and then, go to meet a lot of different people in the network. And then most of the session, a workshop and the lecture type of thing, that's going to start with theme weeks. And each theme weeks, we're probably going to require you to be there for Monday for probably 90-minute and the Wednesday for the 90-minute. And that's kind of like a sort of mandatory thing. And then I guarantee that you will get something amazing out of it. And then Friday, there will be a general kind of office hour happening all the time. And that's, based on what you need at the moment and who you want to talk to. So that's kind of like another 90-minute that we're going to set it for. And after that, and if you connect with some people that you really enjoy talking to and then get help from, then you can set up a separate meeting with them. And there will be kind of like an off-track office hour, but we will be all tracking the log and what we've been talking with them so we can actually actively help you. So the minimum will be, let's say, like 3 to 4 hours per week. But you can go like a lot further than that. It depends on your passion and then your interest. I hope that answers your question.
Let me just add that this is like a choose your own adventure program, like kind of like, the old Indiana Jones books. Have anybody ever read that? It's up to you. It can be, as like Songyi said, as little as 2-3 hours a week, or as many as, I don't know, you can go full time if you want to. That's great, as long as it really helps your business and builds your opportunities and traction. We're gonna be here for you all the time.
Mm-hmm. And then also, we will probably gonna get some survey about your needs, and we will at the beginning of our program, and then we will design, like extra sessions. So, for example, one of our like partners already preparing like how to expand your market and in Southeast Asia, and then another partner is preparing at the moment like how to like build a digital kind of like tools and what to build and what not to, and what you can actually give people to do with a little bit of money, and all this like tiny tips and then really useful tips. So there will be a lot more kind of self-driven session. And also you as a participant of Impact Collective, if you want to host some of the session either for yourself or for others, you can feel free to just self-organize those things. And our team is there to support that process and then like help you promote and help you connect with the right people. So there's a lot that you can actually cook. So ingredients is all there. So we will teach you how to use us basically at the first week of our program. Yeah. Cool. What stage venture will be considered for the program? I think we covered this. If you have a working prototype and attractions and revenue, yes, you can apply no matter stage you are. But generally speaking, we are looking for the teams that are pre-Series A and post-seed and pre-Series A and Series A and beyond. Yeah. Are any Korean government ministry or related public sector department investing in fund or any other form of support into this program? And also, are other government within Asia supporting this initiative? Very good questions. So actually, SBA, Seoul Business Agency, they are our partner this year. So they're gonna help us actually to connect with the Korean team better, and also the program that we are launching, our ecosystem mapping, is done by SBA, and we will be getting a lot of exposure through that, and like that's pretty much like a basic thing that we do, and then there will be other opportunity that will be created from those kind of programs. And I think Charlotte can elaborate a little bit more.
Yes, thanks, Songyi, for mentioning SBA. In addition to this, we actually have a core partner called WeGo, the World Smart Sustainable Cities Organization, that has a network of over 190 mayors. And they're bringing in the network around this for public sector, and are helping to provide opportunities for procurement in public sector around the region, but they also have connections globally. So very interesting connection that we have here. And they're going to be organizing a webinar on basically sourcing pollutions for public sector. And this is going to be mobilizing 2 key contexts within Asia Pacific. And they might have an additional one that's, I think, from another region. But the goal here is to showcase how to optimize your pitch in order to appeal to public sector. And so once you're in the program, in addition to this, you're also going to be working on your public-private value proposition. When you go through the different sessions that we're offering, we'll be here connecting you not only to public sector stakeholders, but also private sector and UN organizations and other international organizations who will be able to give you inside feedback on how to best showcase and align with their mandates on the Sustainable Development Goals and other key priority agendas that they have and adopted.
Thank you, Charlotte. All right, next questions. Yeah, this is a good question. So we have a individual expert that are coming from the Cooperation Innovation Program or cooperation, like high level kind of like a cooperation people. So they will be serve as a minimum and as an expert. And if they're interested in this topic and if they want to go further, they can be a lead expert, which is like leading those theme and theme groups and theme session. So that's kind of in the plan, and we are still inviting a lot of different experts, and then you will get to meet them on the early week of September. But we would definitely gonna have not just a corporate tip, but like a lot of different people that are from the each theme industry, and so you will be benefit out of that. How much equity are you going to expect for 25 and 500K on average? So it's really varies. I think this question Jimin can answer a little bit better. Jimin, do you want to answer this question?
Yes, thank you for inviting me to the stage. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we did we're going to be open about this. So other accelerators have a fixed rate that they take in return for a certain portion of your equity. They provide the program, or there's a fee. It's a fee-based program where they actually take equity. For us, we are actually, I think Songyi mentioned it, but the top 10 teams receive a minimum of 50K investment. And regarding that, we did realize that the situation is going to be different for all of the different teams who will be in the top 10. So it will be most fair to, get to reach a conclusion where both sides, the investor and the team, believes that this is the smart money that they can get. And that's staying true to our philosophy behind investing into teams as founders backing founders. We understand that each founder is coming from a different background. The team business model might be different. So we do not have a fixed rate. Rather, we want to come to a conclusion and, be on the same page that, this much money is worth, and get on this. But if you are in the fast track investment process, we have two tracks. The one that I just mentioned is the program investment, where the community picks the top 10 teams to receive that minimum amount of investment. We do have a IC committee-driven investment decision-making process where, during any time of the program, it can start from the application period right now. If we find a team that we want to, invest in, anytime in the program, we can start the due diligence process for to review your team. And that's the same process goes on, like other VC investments. There will be the process to negotiate your company value against the investment amount. And I hope that answered your question.
Great, thank you, Jimin. Yeah, so we had quite a conversation about this, but we decided again this year to make the most favorable for the founders, because we are backing founders and we are the founders backing founders. So we would try to make the most founder friendly kind of the terms. That's what we are different than other accelerator in some way. Jimmy, do you want to answer this question quickly as well?
I think we need some clarification as to this question. But a general favorable FAQ, frequently asked question, was, do you only take equity? And the answer to that is also no. We are open to other options like SAFE or a KISS, or we also have done convertible note rounds, so it doesn't have to be only equity rounds. And if this question is asking about how we calculate equity, then I think most investors would prefer fully diluted method when calculating the different shareholding percentages. And if that wasn't your question, feel free to clarify on the Q&A section. And I'll be happy to, or just send me a message. I'll be happy to answer your question.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm just reading it with my mind. So we just heard that only 10 teams that got investment as a winner. What factor that, oh, it's disappeared. What factor that impacted a different amount that invested into the team based on their needs and attractions? No, it will be, yes, it will minimum 50K. And then we would have to have a conversation with you if you made it to top 10, how much money you need. Because like sometimes that company comes with a very, very different deals, and someone needs more money, someone needs less money, and someone doesn't want any big money. So we will have to really have that chat first. And also we probably won't be the only investor in that round. So basically it's really customized by case by case. That's what I can say. And the factor that is impact a different amount will be, yes, based on their, of course, the business and then impact metrics is that, and also the performance that we've seen throughout our program, and then also a lot of other kind of factor that when we do due diligence, right? So that would be the factor. And can we do an interview process for selection rather than submitting an application for this cohort? Yeah, I mean, interesting question. If you let us know why, we'll be, interested in. But like the answer is no for now, because everybody else and what we announced so far, heading into just D3, D-3 closing date, we can't just change our application process, and all the teams are basically okay. So
yeah, I invited
thanks
to explain his situation a little bit.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
No, it's basically so I've got my co-founder as well, I think, on the call, Dr. Nanda Kishore. So it's more, it's a scientist team. So we've been doing a lot of research work, and the whole focus has been on research. There are two products. So one is basically doing a disinfection system. It's purely a water-based without any chemicals. So our first prototype has been approved, like internally. And then the next one is using waste, again, purely a community, taking the food waste from the hotels. And once we decompose it, the process is to grow mushrooms out of it. So it's a pretty intense thing. So we've spent a lot of time doing a lot of research work, and again, these are very natural based fungi, algae, a lot of science, from that aspect, right? So we've been focused on that, and this, we only saw it 3 or 4 days back. Now for us to start working on the pitch deck and things, we'll run out of time. So that was the thing, to at least, like as Songyi, you mentioned, is even if we have an interview, we talk to you and saying, hey, these are the 2 projects that we're doing. We might not get into this cohort, but probably the next cohort, right? So that kind of helps us be focused on that. That's it. Because yeah.
Thank you for sharing. I will still encourage you to apply, and then the pitch deck is basically optional. So you don't have to upload your pitch deck. You just let us know your website instead. And then the other application process is pretty simple. You don't have to like like write a paper or anything like that. I think I believe listening to you, and you guys have done a lot of progress, made a lot of great products. Just articulate what you're doing and try to fill that application form, and then let's see, go from there. And I don't know about your kind of business attraction so far, and then also what has been your business model and so on. So we would love to just get that done and understand the business a little bit better. And I believe that you can do it. Yeah, just let us know if it's that hard, and we can have a separate chat for maybe next year or something like that. Cool. Do we need to be paying? The answer is no. You don't have to pay anything. You just come in and get all the benefit of our program. We are working on our kind of office stacking and to see like how much is actually in the dollar value our program is. And I think it comes down to, as I mentioned, like 50 to 70K per person. So it will be amazing opportunity for you to come and join. Even if you're not getting investment, you will get something out of it. Cool. What do you mean when you mention the program will help us scale our business in Asia? Yeah, so basically, we have a really great local partners who are joining to help you. So, basically we believe in the serendipity and then the connection of people and then a power of a community. And you will find a lot of different partnership opportunity and like different investor opportunity and then, hiring opportunity. There is a basically, all the business aspect that you can imagine, you can get help. So that's what we meant, and we will help you scaling. And Charlotte?
I can add a bit to that.
Yeah.
I think our program is a regional program, and so we bring in a lot of different stakeholders from around the region from different sectors. And because of that, for example, the impact ecosystem mapping workshop that we're holding is happening in 4 cities, in Bangkok, Ho Chi Minh City, Seoul, and Singapore. And so just that already indicates that we're bringing together key actors in the impact ecosystem, impact innovation ecosystem. And so I think as Marta was indicating, it really is an adventure that you build for yourself, depending on how proactive you want to be. You have the opportunity to build up your network in those cities and beyond, because those are not the only cities that we have. Those are just the ones that we're organizing and a mapping workshop for. We have a lot of representatives that are coming in from other city contexts in Southeast Asia and Northeast Asia. We do have representatives that are coming in from other continents, other regions in the world. So I think it really is a good platform to connect to different ecosystem players, and once again, to international organizations and public sector. And so I'm coming in from the World Federation of UN Associations. We're collaborating with UNDP, with UN ESCAP, which is the Economic and Regional Social Regional Committee of the UN headquarters in Asia. And there are going to be lots of different events that are here to help you with your impact profit alignment in general and building your customer base. Once again, as Songyi mentioned, we have a impact makers community of over 1,000 people, and it's continuing to grow. So we're very excited about this.
This is pretty much the last question, so I'll quickly answer it. Sorry, I missed it in the stream of other questions. So the question is that the deadline. Yes, the deadline is August 15th, the last available time zone. So for some of us, it might be already August 16th. But in general, stick to August 15th. That's when that's the deadline for submissions. And what will happen afterwards, we will have our experts evaluate your applications, and they will pick out, we will pick out the final 50 startups that will take part in the program. So that will be announced in the last days of August, and we will start off the program in September. With September.
And thank you, Brandon. I know it might be a short notice, but this is the best thing that what we can do. But like the rest of the program, we already have a set date for every single thing. So you will have all the calendar invite in advance. But first 1 week, if you are getting, and that there is a welcome call happening on the 6th of September, and then there will be a camp that is happening on the 8th and the 9th of September. We can reconfirm that, but I think that's the date that we have it in mind. So we will probably going to ask you to book that as soon as when we let you know with the result.
Yeah, so these are all the Q&As, but once I end this session, we are going to go to the tables in the networking lounge, and you can sit down and have a one-on-one chat with any of us. So that's that. This session has been recorded, and we will share the recording through our social media channels. So if you didn't catch everything from the beginning, that's okay. We will be providing all the recordings for you. No worry.
It's like one just prompt idea. Shall we just do the networking here so everybody can be on the stage and then ask questions?
I don't know if we can invite everybody on the stage.
Gotcha. Okay, then see you guys in the table. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining today. Thank you so much.